So family, welcome back to my channel. It's Jaya Fire, and as you can see, I got some guests with me, Amali, Ellie,
Amani.
and we got a new guest with us. You know, we just met him, but it's okay. We're gonna get to know him today. And we're just gonna have a chill conversation. As you can see, the setting is different. We outside with it this time, usually inside of a building, but we feeling the breeze out in West. Yes.
Facts. On the west side, we outside.
So the first question today, guys, is what does it mean to live life to the fullest?
Ooh, dun 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 dun. That's like, you know, when the teacher's like, so who wants to go, or I'm gonna just pick somebody's ass.
You can start.
Okay.
I mean,
Okay,
want
go
me to
ahead.
tell you out for
I'm
me?
gonna get something off his chest.
you know, big man coming through.
Go ahead,
Big
bust
man
his chest.
coming through. Okay, so for me, living life to the fullest, I know it's going to sound cliche, right? But I live my life every day, like today and this exact moment right now might be the last one I have.
I like
Every day, like this moment, like not trying to jinx myself. But after we finish here,
Knock on wood, yeah.
something bad could happen to me.
It's
So,
true, yeah. Life isn't promised.
You know, like some people will be like, you know, if I had known this was going to happen, I would have made this move, blah, blah, blah. I live it like not to be negative, but I assume that something could possibly happen. So right now, I'm going to live this moment. I'm going to enjoy it, and enjoy don't have to be like nothing crazy. I'm with some cool creative people, and you know, this guy in the end just jumped in. I have a bubbly personality, so it's like I'm going to enjoy that. I'm going to enjoy Ellie. I'm going to enjoy Jaya. I'm going to enjoy being on this show. This might be me the last time y'all see me. So I'm gonna make it cool. So this is me. This is me. This is living my life to the fullest. It ain't gotta be nothing crazy like jumping off a plane, you know. But this is it. Meeting some cool people and enjoying like that connection.
Yeah, I felt that. I would say for me, just living by love, and not like relationship wise, but just in general, like loving the trees, the air, the sand.
Yeah, grateful.
Whoever, just the vibes on the whole, because I feel like life is too short to just hold grudges all the time, or be mad at the next person, or be vexed at something you can't even control, you know? So just let go, detach, and just love whatever comes to me, let it flow, and just let go of control. I feel like that's my biggest thing, because I love control sometimes, but life, you can't control it.
Typical. I'm saying.
Hold a fucking grudge. Sorry, maybe.
Here you go.
I don't hold a grudge. I'm just saying. I'm sorry.
Life is too
For
short
what?
for that.
I know you and your ghosted, bro. We had this conversation last time.
Hold a grudge.
No.
Well, for what? Like, why?
know.
I don't
I feel
understand the purpose of grudges.
Well, for me, when I
guess
hold
they
my
don't.
grudge, it's not like I'm.
Like, I remember it, but why do you let it control you?
Yeah,
no grudges.
because I
I don't
feel like
call
it
it
holds
holding a
in.
grudge. Maybe I was told wrong, but I feel like if I had a messed up interaction with somebody, right? Like not just a messed up interaction, but you know this person's character to be like a messed up character,
Yeah.
and that character has touched on me. That's it. Done. Me want mess up that.
I am the same way.
No, not well. Yeah, but
It's not a
you
grudge,
know, like there's
but
some people like you have to kind of like.
That's not a grudge. I feel like that's
That's-
just vibration.
exactly.
Okay,
I was about
good.
to say that.
Then I don't hold
Yeah.
a
I
grudge.
was about to say that.
Grudge. Unless
Because
petty people.
If you're not in the same vibe,
Exactly. That's what I
Yeah.
think of grudge. I think of like petty people.
Yeah,
I don't hold
facts.
grudges.
It's
People-
petty.
Like you're just holding something for what? It's
And
like
it
you're
makes you
resenting
more vexed
yourself
than
like,
me.
and it, like, you know, be
Right.
the bigger
Right,
person.
right.
Yeah.
There's some people that you have to know where to kind of put like that.
There
Boundary.
are boundaries.
Like you know
boundaries.
them,
Yeah.
but it's like I don't know. I think all of us actually
Should get
holds
mermaid.
grudge to a certain extent. We just have it labeled different. No, because when you see somebody who's like fucked up, and you're not allowing them to come back in your life, is that not holding a grudge in a sense?
I would say
You could call
loving
it
them
being
from a
cautious,
distance.
but you're still holding a grudge. You're not allowing them to come back within the same space.
Because now
like they
the
had
boundaries are
before.
set higher. In my,
But that's a grudge.
No.
That is a grudge. Why you? The grudge is just essentially you remember what the person did and how they was
And you're
before.
still mad at it. You're still
That's
holding
okay.
on
Yeah,
to
that's
that
a
one
grudge
part.
is holding on to the past.
You don't
Yeah.
have to
Moving on
be
to
mad,
the
happy
future.
about it. It's the same thing. I think when you sprinkle, oh, you mad about it. Oh, you still.
I'm about to look up
feeling
what a
that type
grudge
of
is for your definition because
It becomes like a different thing, but I think everybody holds a grudge to a certain extent. I think it's just
No.
the labeling that makes it sound bad. Just like,
No.
you know,
So-
If I hold
so-
a grudge,
So will this hold you
A
back from
grudge.
living your life to the fullest?
if it's holding
circling back to the real.
No way.
Circling back to the question.
I like this one. He's back to the thesis, right?
I mean, I figure we got there. She said that, you know, she don't hold grudge, and I'm like, every time I'm
Look,
going
this
good, up
a
until
grudge,
that,
right? Definition
Yeah,
of a
please.
grudge.
read it.
A persistent feeling of ill will or resentment resulting from your past.
Resentment.
Like of an injury or an insult, something emotional that happened to you that you let your emotions take over and resent the person, and that's what a grudge is. It's something that happened in the past. Move the
And you still
on.
holding on to it.
There's a
But
thin line between.
isn't it okay
No,
to
but
resent
if-
people?
But if you let the person back into your life and you decide, okay,
because you're resenting yourself.
you're not gonna mess with them the same way, but you set them boundaries.
Exactly. It's about
Yes.
you're growing. That's what it is.
A lot of people done me wrong. I don't hold a grudge, but I love you from a distance.
Right.
Just a grudge word, it sounds bad.
Probably
You know,
does.
it sounds
We're
bad.
gonna switch the
but then
vocab.
Yeah.
when you use
it's tough.
when you
Yeah.
use the word, it don't sound bad.
It does.
words,
It has a negative derogatory sounding to it.
but we
yeah.
still do it. We just marketing it different, right?
So you say grudge and resentment is different,
Grudge
and resentment.
and being cautious and learning from the past and having boundaries, they're all the same thing.
Why so?
Because
They're
it's
not
still
quite
based on
synonymous.
an
They're
event
not,
that happened in the
yeah.
past. If you truly held nothing for some interaction you had in the past, then you would allow that person to be right back in your life the same way they was before. Because I mean, fuck it, I let that go. So you come right back in here, about to fuck you up again, and then go about my business.
Trauma.
Come back in like, hey, and you're like, oh, I ain't holding no grudge. Come back, Amalia. I'm like, hey, I'm back to fuck up your life. But you have to
Jesus.
have like that caution. You have to learn.
Talk
from
to your
past
boy.
to set that boundary, but that boundary is still the grudge.
No, that boundary is having respect for myself. Like you're not gonna
Right,
walk all
right,
over me because I have that boundary.
I don't think it's a grudge.
But then
Right.
you still
no,
holding.
no.
it's just
in.
having respect for myself.
exactly. It's not a grudge.
I'm not holding hate.
You still.
Right.
I'm learning from my mistake. I'm not letting hate enter me. That's what a grudge is.
Right.
A grudge is like you gotta release it
The
in order to
definition did
move
not say
on to
anything
get
about
growth.
hate. So don't be trying to sprinkle nothing.
All
It's
right.
an illness.
Boy, I need to be careful with this man with the vocab, the resentment, hate.
You read it.
It's an
Don't be
illness.
trying to.
Okay, it said
This is
insult
why
or
grudging-
injury.
This is why the grudge sounds like more horrible than it really is. You add in those words, it sounds like, yeah, man, I go dig this person eyes out or something. No, I'm just like, I'm just essentially, what's that word? Fuck it. Yeah.
That's not one word,
That's
but okay.
Two. But that's basically what it is. It's like you had that experience with that person. It's like, fuck it. What do you call it? Having boundaries. We
But
all
I
set
also
boundaries
don't hold a
different.
grudge too because nobody perfect. If
I agree
if somebody
with that
do
part.
something to me, right, and I forgive them, if I do something messed up towards them, I'm gonna want the forgiveness too. So I can't hold a grudge against somebody and expect somebody to forgive me.
Right.
Unless it's like real bad, then I
True,
don't.
right?
Sometimes you can't forgive me.
I agree with that, but you said forgiveness, right? The person has to want forgiveness, and forgiveness is not just about like somebody like I bump you.
That was a run.
Sorry,
It was a bump.
no,
I don't know. We need to look up the definition of bump right now for you.
My bad. But like, you know, I bump you, and then just nothing happen, and you like, oh yeah, I forgive him. I come back again. I bump you again.
What? I thought you were supposed to.
Me asking for no forgiveness, you forgiving me, and me asking for no forgiveness. Yeah, because where I coming from? No.
So,
Okay, let me explain this better. So before my brain fart up, right? She would allow you want forgiveness from people, right? You mentioned something about forgiveness would be the reason why you let them in, but not everybody actually not necessarily they don't want forgiveness, but not everybody is acknowledging that what they do is wrong. But they still want to re-enter your life. So that's why I'm like, listen, I ain't just about forgiveness. Yeah, if I could forgive somebody, but your approach to me has to be like, hey, you know, I understand what I did was wrong, blah, blah, blah. Then I go into the, well, everybody imperfect, but if you could never come to terms and be like, hey, what I did was wrong, yeah, I feel like I'm setting myself up for the same thing to happen again. Because you don't think it's wrong.
I don't agree with that.
Well, let me hear you.
Someone can do me wrong and not apologize for doing me wrong, and I'll learn from that mistake and still forgive them, but that doesn't mean they can enter back into my life.
Correct.
That's boundaries again.
What you have to learn is forgiveness is for yourself.
It's for you. Yeah, it's not for others. And I'm not giving you permission to do it again. I'm just forgiving you so I can move on.
Exactly.
And then you can do that to somebody else if you want, but you know never to do that to me.
Boundaries is also
which I hope teaches you to never do it to anybody.
That's what we were saying.
Okay. Okay.
But we dropping some knowledge on my boy.
Yeah.
Man, I will hold my grudge and I will keep my boundaries. But I'll agree with y'all just because we're on the show.
I wish my best friend Caitlin was here because the grudges.
But I think different people...
She'll break things up like 5 years from, you know.
Different people express things different. So my version of a grudge would look like, let's say like, I had a bad experience. I have to be clear on bad experience. It don't mean like, we just had like a disagreement, blah, blah, blah. Like the experience I've had with you showed me that you are a very fucked up person. So my grudge comes from, I guess, kind of like what you would say, like you maintain like a boundary in a sense. Not that I hate the person, not that I vex still. I just like your actions is just showing me how you operate, and I'm just taking measures to make sure that you don't get to repeat those actions with me. Thing with me is I assume that action could be with you for a long time. So it could be like 10 years from now. I would just assume based on my last experience with you that your actions ain't changed unless for whatever reason I've seen otherwise, or you came out and be like, hey, you know, I'm sorry about XYZ. Because I'm one of those people that have, you know, I've done people kind of wrong and I've went back and apologized and I was like, yo, I gotta make this right. So,
okay, so one question. You believe in innocent till proven guilty or guilty till proven innocent?
It depends on the standpoint. That's a tough one. That's a tough one.
What do you
It
think?
depends on. Let me hear this.
Yeah. We got to go to the next
Quiet, just soaking up everything.
positions.
I believe you gotta prove your innocence. So I believe that you're guilty first. If you could prove to me that you're innocent by actions to me matter more than words.
Yeah, they do speak
Just
louder.
about and everything.
Yeah.
I believe that if you can prove that to me, then you know that might win my decision on what's going on between.
The mic.
I'm trying. I moved my body.
No, like
So
like this. No, like that, like that. Yeah.
well, so yeah, so
Look at me being Cupid. No, I'm just trying to get the good sound quality.
yeah. But so that's basically it to me, you know, from my standpoint.
Yeah.
Yeah. What about you, Ellie?
I agree with him, you know. I feel like, actions do speak louder than words. But I'm more, I don't know. I feel like, I'm kind of on a fence too.
Me, I believe in innocent till proven guilty. Because I don't
I'm
like-
a person where you gotta like, I gotta see it to believe it type of
Right.
thing. So like, if
so like say if I
hear you
just meet a
cheating, like-
person, right? Say a male I want to get to know or whatever, right? I'm not gonna assume he's just like a fuckboy off of his looks or whatever. Like I'm gonna believe that you innocent until you prove me otherwise, you know?
That's
I don't
a
like-
case by case basis in
Yeah.
regards to relationships.
yeah.
Other things you might
Other
not
things
use
in
that,
life,
that
nah.
that
I'm gonna
mold.
go with him in other things in life, but in my personal life, like when I'm meeting somebody new, you know, obviously you're not trying to judge a book by the like cover.
Exactly,
So I'm gonna give him an open chance. This is the first time we meet. I don't really know you, so this is what we're here to do. Let's get to know each other. So yeah, I'm gonna give them the benefit of the doubt.
By life? Like,
so like if somebody like did me wrong and like you know, like that I don't know, like I'm gonna think you're guilty because I don't know you. I don't know what your morals are. I don't know what quality of life like you know you had like that got you to that point of decision that you made to either hurt me or someone else. Like I'm gonna think that you're guilty until you tell me that this, that, and that, the receipts. I need the receipts. Or else like, you know, because if there's like, if it's me and you and this man tell me like, you know, like she you know, she did something, like she killed somebody, and I'll be like I know my girl died, like she didn't do that, you know, we have a relationship built. I don't know him, so but if it was the other way around, it would be, you know, different. Vice versa, I'd have to give it a chance, like what's happening?
True.
Like, oh yeah, he killed somebody, like what? That's news, man. What?
So innocent, you said someone is innocent until guilty.
Guilty.
So if you was walking on
oh yeah, actually he's in the police force.
Hey,
I gotta edit that out.
Anyway, so if you was walking down the alley, right? Dark alley, it's like probably 2 a.m. Not walking on the alley. An alley would be a shortcut to where you're trying to go.
Okay.
Right? It's dark, 2 a.m. in the morning.
Okay.
There's like a bunch of guys over there doing
turn
something.
it back the next one. Okay.
There's like a bunch of guys in the alleyway, and like as you come, they like start up, but then like nobody doing nothing. It's like let's say 5 guys. Would you feel like a sense of awkward or weirdness, or you just come?
No, I'm be like, oh, you want to fight me?
Down the alley. Really? Would you walk between all those guys alone, or would you take the long route?
I would take the long road.
Why? What's making you
Because
feel
they
that
feel
way?
more safe because there's a bunch of guys in a dark alley.
But yeah, that don't sound safe.
You don't know what
Honestly, the whole situation does sound safe.
Just the visual alone is gonna be a deterrent. You know, so who's gonna want to take that chance to go down a dark alley? 5 unknown dudes.
It's a 20% and an 80%.
A female too to make it a little more.
So
By
now,
myself.
basically, them dudes in the alley guilty of something that we don't know about. We judging them. They could just be dudes in the alley.
I don't know. See,
Fixing
also
a flat.
for me, it depends.
Fix that flat
like,
of what?
Tire, something go around helping each other with a car. But that means everybody necessarily innocent, right?
Okay.
Because you're using wherever it is to kind of like prejudge them ahead
That's
of
what
time.
I'm gonna say. Yeah, like everybody judges someone like.
I guess it
When
depends
you,
on
as soon as
context.
you see someone, you're judging them. Like people don't realize it. It's like lying. Every day, on average, a person lies 20 times a day, and you don't even know that you lie. It's just little white lies. Like you tell yourself like it could be small, like something as like oh, I'm on my way, and like honestly you know that you just left your house. Like you
lied
know,
to me today.
it's just like
I was
little
like, I'm on my way. I'm like,
I'm sorry, guilty.
We're busy.
I definitely he definitely has the receipts.
Yeah.
Right. I don't know. I know the
But,
location.
yeah, I don't know.
Time.
It depends like what the guys look like, to be honest, to me.
Oh, true.
Because if the
Right,
guys
right.
are like nerdy and like, you know,
but
I'm gonna be
here's
like,
the break.
I could
A
take
dark
them. No.
alley with 5 guys is what you said, right? So
Wait, what'd he say?
a dark alley with 5 guys.
Yeah, I don't know
So
what the
we
5
would-
guys like, you know.
5 nerdy guys doing on a dark alley.
They could all be drunk, you know. I don't shoot. I don't know.
Who knows?
But you know, if it's like, you know, not to stereotype, but like if it's like a bunch of dudes with like neck tattoos and like they got like, you know, I could see something coming out, like I gotta check the whole body language of the situation.
Yeah, the vibe,
The vibe, it gonna tell me my vibration never lies, dude. The gut never lies. Always remember that. If you don't throw anything in this sunshine, your gut never lies.
That's cool.
Yep.
That's cool. Cool. Sounds like some
This is a
judgment.
good scenario. I like
Sounds like
them.
some judgment, but it's all good because if I was in the alley and you was in the alley and let's say something was wrong with my vehicle and you're helping me and you're like, yeah, I get 3 partner man or whoever that know about car, let's say wrong thing. Let me call them and then they come. That means y'all will be judging us.
But again, the scenario going to tell a story because if you're around a car,
Yeah, everybody on the one tire, like,
if you just stand around,
that's a whole different
you said
scenario.
standing in the
Just
alley.
You said just
What are you
chilling. You said
just chilling, smoking.
Where the car? See,
You know what I'm saying?
Suspect.
So,
You're all suspects now.
so you have
I'm
to
one
judge, the situation depending on what you see.
but
Yeah.
Yeah.
if it was me, y'all would still be judging me because I don't know anything about cars. Like I'm one of them person who will pop the hood and I would just be looking, or I would just be there like it can't start. And even before I pop the hood, I just staring at the car, like wondering like what's going on. Like I'm that type of person. So I mean, if y'all saw me there just like watching my vehicle, like y'all can be like, damn, this dude looking all suspicious or something. Like I don't know.
No,
about car.
you're
I'm
gonna look like
watching
you
because I don't
fixing
know
your
what to
car.
do. But I don't.
Or
I
at
don't
least
know how to-
trying.
Not even try. I would just be staring at the vehicle. Like if you called me and be like, hey, something wrong with my car, I would go just because I'm a guy and I have to put on the front like I know anything about cars. So I would go and I'd
You
be
were playing on
staring.
the front? Even
Yeah,
though
I'd
you
be
don't even
watching
know
the
what
car, like-
you're gonna look stupid.
be like,
boy.
yeah.
What?
I
That
come
will
next
call
to you.
somebody real quick.
That is crazy.
funny.
I can't
I come
embarrass
next to you and be
myself
like,
like
yeah, that shit
that.
can't start.
Just stay in the car.
You be like, Amali, my car can't start. And I
Don't
come next to
worry,
you and
I'll
watch
come
it from
pick you up and
outside.
take you home.
So this whole scenery starts from guilty, right? Or innocent, which
So
first.
proven, yeah, I guess.
So it's like, where we at with that now?
I like this one. He's like in charge, like circle back to the
I think
real
that's what
priority.
but y'all agree that that scenario would be a little suspicious. So technically, you are labeling those people as guilty or
Okay, so what would
negative.
you do?
Fuck that. I go in the long way home. I'm just saying. I would tell you like, yeah, those
There's a
are
lot of
So-
like arguing
so
on the other
basically-
side when you're on our
Is
side.
guilty to prove it innocent?
Huh?
Guilty first.
Yep. For that situation, I'm guilty, but like
Yeah.
I say, it depends on the situation. It depends
That's
on
what
the
we're saying.
Okay,
It
it
depends on the
depends.
Yeah,
situation
yeah,
It
that's
depends.
yeah.
Like
and
something
what you
like
see,
that.
and then you can make a judgment based on what you see.
Yeah.
Or maybe
Okay.
we're not even judging the people and per se, because even if it was like a group of like, this is gonna probably sound a little bad, but if it was like, they ain't guys, but it's a group of studs, I still go in the long way.
You
I
be saying
would.
the most out of pocket.
No, but I'm saying like,
Studs.
okay, it's not guys, but it's
He said it's not guys.
studs or whatever, you know. I would still go the long way because just the amount of people gathering is a little uncomfortable. Why y'all laughing at me?
I'm sorry, my mouth went real big for that laugh
So
too.
why is it
Scratch
okay
that.
for y'all to be all suspicious of guys, but then I say, okay, well, if it's a bunch of women that kind of like boyish, I can take the long way, and now it's like, oh my god.
No.
Oh my God.
It's not that. It's
It's like
What you
us
doing?
guys have to be
You
safe.
didn't even.
no.
What I want to hear what this was gonna say in the alley.
Yo.
First, the man situation. What you doing?
I taking the long way, myself.
And then studs. What you doing?
Taking the long way.
Okay, right? Y'all act like I'm studs.
Y'all
fuck
some
people up.
pussies.
Take the long way.
I don't care. Meow. Yo. Yo, y'all can like studs don't F people up.
In
man.
today's
No,
world,
they do. They do.
No, they don't.
you taking no
I
chance.
feel like anybody at this point, I've seen some skinny people fucks the shit out of some people, boy.
Take no
I be
chances.
seeing them studs and I be like, don't make eye contact. I ain't gonna make no eye contact.
Yeah, because they be flirting with boys too, some of them.
I ain't gonna get my-
Ooh, little strap. Let me stop.
Shit, don't be whispering over there.
There's kids around, guys. We're in a park.
Oh.
He said, oh.
Oh, when you said strap, I thought you was talking about gun. That's what you said, strap?
No.
Okay, never mind.
It is a weapon, but not that type of weapon.
Whoa. Okay, we went way left.
Like we normally do.
Way left.
Welcome to the sweet tea.
Yep.
Sweet tea, huh?
So, no, go ahead. Because I don't want to change the topic.
Which was
No,
again,
go ahead. Go ahead.
Something popped in my mind because I was watching a chick
he's about
ass
to
that's
pose,
passing by, right? So, yeah, I know, just being clear. And it dawned on me, right? I know, like, some people will be like, hey, you won't date like a stripper or something, right?
We talked about strippers last time.
Yeah. What? Not that type, no. Ew, don't bring back those memories. No. Don't bring back those memories.
You are
No.
bringing that
That
back.
wasn't- no, not that. Ah.
Okay, say it.
Okay, so some people will be like, they don't they won't date, strippers and stuff like that, right? But the new age now is to have, what do you call it? The OnlyFans and stuff. Is stripping, like going to the club, being a stripper, could they be considered the same thing as people who's doing OnlyFans?
I mean, OnlyFans is it's way more diverse. It's like, you could sell
taking pictures of your feet.
Exactly,
right.
yeah. Like,
it could be simple as that. People have OnlyFans.
Hair, like, some weird fetishes out there, guys.
Yeah. People have OnlyFans for so much stuff. Like, you could probably do like fitness on OnlyFans and stuff. Like, it's not just sexual. So.
Okay, well, how it's reaching me, like what I hear about it, is that is looked at as just being sexual. So that's as I've never seen anybody OnlyFans.
That's the premise of it.
Yeah, the premise.
I've never seen an OnlyFans.
But that's the surface level. You don't know the deep depths of it.
I've heard some stuff that is just crazy that they do on OnlyFans.
No, I was just thinking in terms of
Crazy.
can they be considered the same thing? Even if you were stripping on OnlyFans, technically you stripping in the way you call it, like the confines of your home versus going out to like a club and being in that environment. People could like reach you and touch you. Like, can they be considered separate things? Huh? Because people like to say you're stripping is just one thing, but then stripping for webcam and stripping like in front of somebody in a club, that environment going on. Like,
I don't know. I think stripping is stripping. Like, it's not,
whether it's on your phone in a club.
Yeah. It's living your life to the fullest.
Right?
Circling back.
I'm not judging it. I ain't judging. They gotta do what they gotta do to make the money. But I was just like thinking about it in terms of like people lumps them. Like she said, stripping is stripping. But then is it really? I mean, you're getting naked on both, right? That's you're getting naked on both platforms. But in terms of like, I guess I could segue into dating. Would you date somebody who strips at home?
I guess for them,
or date somebody who's stripping at the club and lap dancing a dude type of thing?
At home, maybe have more sense of security, versus being in a bar or whatever, being touched on or whatever. You're home in front of your camera, getting paid more, I'm sure.
True.
Doing this stuff, so I guess that is where you can separate how they, feel doing it.
That's true. A mental game,
Yeah, so I guess being at home is more comfortable for them.
Yeah. Plus, you can get more. You can't do certain things in the strip club where you can do certain things at home.
Right.
Like what? Tell me about these things. I'm like curious.
Look, you were so innocent with the strap. I don't know if you're ready.
Wow. I am a virgin, just to be clear.
Me too, by the way.
We're all virgins. That shit.
I'm the biggest virgin. My bad, I went off topic. I was just curious about hearing your thoughts.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that's like way off topic.
Wait, y'all didn't even answer the question. That's how far we got off the topic.
Shit.
I think grudge took over.
Yeah.
Bad. Resentment.
Just went on a whole different path.
Yeah.
Just took the whole show.
Oh, there you go. Take the mic.
She does.
Oh. Swear. And he was doing it.
I'm gonna be honest. You gotta save the question again. This is the fullest of life. That was the question.
Yeah.
Oh shit. That's what we was on.
Oh my gosh.
Oh shit.
I mean, you went way
I
after.
remember that.
Wait, you were the first person, so that's probably why you're already
My memory is so.
Yeah.
I can't even
Messed up?
remember that. Yeah, my memory is so short. Like I don't have a good memory.
Because we went from A all the way to Z. So.
Just you can run off your mouth.
Okay, yeah. And I didn't realize it's been a little minute. Living life to the fullest. What does it mean? I think you guys said good examples. Like living life to the fullest means like living in the moment. You're not. You're being grateful for your surroundings. I feel for me, it's kind of like I don't know, live my best life. Whatever I want to do, I don't. Sometimes it's probably bad, but I don't think of the precautions. And so I might do things that are, a little out of pocket. But, sometimes I feel like people are so scared of doing the next step in whether it's a goal that you have or something you're trying to do, change. Like it's literally just taking that first step, and that breaks all of the fear because it's literally just the fear of what's on the other side. And I feel like once you just take your foot in the water, get your feet wet, then you're gonna jump in because it feels good.
Yeah.
And then damn, you're living your best life.
There you go.
To the fullest.
Well, for me, I guess, much different. Living without regrets.
I like that. No regrets.
Yeah, no regrets. No regrets. Just living your life one day at a time, and just be mentally free.
Yeah.
Just be spontaneous.
Oh, I like that
Be
one.
happy.
Yeah.
Being in the moment, and it's just.
Yeah, I think also circle back to the grudge thing, just leave all the stuff that belongs in the past in the past. Live for the next moment. Like, I don't even feel like living for the next moment because a lot of times I feel like me, as a Capricorn, I'm always thinking about the future.
Yeah.
And I might think about it too much where
I need a plan.
deflates. Exactly. I feel like, I think too much, and then it makes me not live in the moment.
You
where,
a Capricorn too?
Years go by. No, he's not. Nah, yeah. He looks like a spicy one.
No, I no.
And what's your sign?
I'm a Leo.
Oh,
Makes sense.
Makes
Makes sense.
Why?
I know he's gonna watch.
Explain.
Let's hear this.
She's gonna be like, I want to hear the details.
You just have a big personality like a Leo.
Yeah. Really? Leos think of a lion's
Some
mane.
are.
Like they just are a big presence. You
Not-
know,
not-
you just.
I have a big personality, a big presence. Well, damn.
Some Leos are. Some
I
Leos
did
are.
not think so.
They're big in the life that they live. They are. They're like socialites.
Leos?
Nah.
Not to say not to say like socialites in a sense where they. I guess socialites was the wrong word to use because Amalia is the complete opposite of a socialite. But I feel like when they're close with people that they're close with, they're very open and they want to be their interests. They want to be very interesting and in the conversation. And
Yeah, just naturally
I feel
take the light.
yeah, naturally just you're interesting
even
people.
try.
You don't. Yeah.
Do not feel that way, but maybe it's something I need to kind of do some self-reflecting.
Yeah,
looking
self-reflected.
and see.
Because even when you were when we first did the show and you were like, oh, I'm so shy and like that, nervous. But when you were talking to us, it was
the light.
you just took it away. And it was just you was the star of the show.
Right.
I'm nervous.
Yeah, but you don't show it. So
Right.
that's another internal mirror look. Gotta look what's on the inside. Because on the outside you're presenting something else, but on the inside, I feel nervous. And when you have to do something like a speech in front of people, you're nervous, but doesn't mean you can't do an amazing job at it.
I guess you're right.
Yeah.
There you
Never
go.
thought about all that with a Leo, but it's cool. I thought I was about to hear something the house, the Leos this way, the Leos that way.
What do you hear about your
What's
sign?
this way and that way?
Selfish, self-centered.
Y'all are a little bit self-centered. a little
I wasn't
pinch.
gonna say it, but
A little pinch. A little pinch.
I'm I don't think I'm selfish.
But I wouldn't say selfish. I just think a little you think of yourself sometimes before others sometimes,
We all think of
I
ourselves sometimes.
find.
No, I'm
as Capricorns, we tend to do that. Yeah.
Yeah,
I guess we're both are Capricorn.
Yeah.
Listen, I find a myriad of different signs and people in different.
yeah. Honestly, we're all one, but
yeah, so
one
automatically
trait just
Leo,
might show a little more than the
Scorpio,
other.
Capricorn.
Yeah.
I find different makeup, how people react and move, and no matter what sign you are. So it's just a kind of
Yeah, melting pot.
yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah.
So I find
Literally.
that's fine.
Because we have
different
more than
people
one sign within us, so.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, like
You ain't know
that
that?
stuff. Yeah, you were talking about the other day.
I mean, I know you have the 9 is 9 or something.
What
Never
signs?
mind. You said you have more than one sign, so I thought you were talking about the chart or something.
Yeah. Your chart.
Right?
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
have your rising.
Yeah. Your
Yeah,
moon.
yeah,
Your Mars.
Yeah, depending like what time you're born, all of that stuff goes into play.
But also your name gives you personality.
True.
Your family, so it's not just the signs. Life, the
How you're
lessons
brought
that
up,
you
yeah.
learned. Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah. I feel like signs is just like the foundation.
It's just like twins, you know, like you'll meet two twins and they are completely, you know, they're born the same day, like a minute apart, maybe seconds, and they actually have two different completely personalities because everybody in life, that's like the beauty of life is everybody has their own, their own unique self to them.
I would like to meet my doppelganger one day. Somewhere out there.
That'd be cool.
But I would like to meet her. If you see this, hello.
Hey world.
Okay. I think we're gonna wrap it up now. But I thank you guys a lot for coming out, especially you, because we literally just met this guy up.
Yeah.
Brought
straight
him,
out the street.
snatched him in, you know?
I was
So,
accosted, by the way.
Wow. Special guest.
special guest, and I'll see you guys next time on the Sweet Tea Show. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And peace out.
Oh yeah, BI.
That's the way.
Oh, gang, gang, gang. West side.